Farmer Mike, broadcasting live. We're in the Draz District, right down there, 18th and Vine, where Bebop was born. Farmer Mike with Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm, 24th and Vine. And I'm out here today with another master class for you. And I'm so excited. The holidays are upon us. Christmas, Hanukkah, the New Year is almost here. And I just found something pretty unbelievable that was hidden in my garage. And I'm going to show you in just a second. But before I do that, before I go in, or as Grandma Ophelia would say, before I get the butter from the duck, I got to remind you to check out our YouTube channel, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm on YouTube. We have over 180 videos dedicated to urban farming. And today's master class, I want to talk about watermelon. So I was in my garage today and I found two watermelon that I must have just dropped and rolled and put in there. I don't even remember putting them in there, how they got in there. But look at this. This watermelon has to have been in there for at least 4 months. At least 4 months. And look at this baby right here. Look at that spot, that field spot. See how yellow it is? Woo, see how yellow it is? That means that this was picked at the right time. And it's got some good color. And you can see right here where the raccoons were trying to get in, where the coons were trying to get at it. So it was sweet at one time. Is it still sweet? I don't know. Perhaps. We're going to find out. We're going to cut this baby open. And I wish I would have remembered. And I have actually a way to test the sugars. But I would say this is probably overripe. But we're going to cut it open just to find out. And look at this color. When was the last time you were in anywhere and seen a watermelon like this? It's been a while, hasn't it? So today I want to talk watermelon real quick. Of course, we're gearing up. We're gearing up for watermelon. We've got some great varieties. Just got off the phone with Farmer Bob, working on some vehicles this morning. So I got down to Ophelia's a little bit late, but hey, we got to get the oil changed. We got to get the videos. We got to get the videos done. We've got to, more importantly though, get the vehicles ready to roll. And so, when January, February comes around, we can get in those fields and do what we need to do to get you guys taken care of. But here's some seeds, a reputable seed company. These are watermelon seeds by Harris Seed Company. And this is your classic Crimson Sweet. You can go to our YouTube channel, Ophelia's Blue Vine Farm. And we have several videos on Crimson Sweet. And actually, Farmer Bob went to K-State, and this watermelon was developed by K-State. It's a great all-purpose watermelon, a wonderful 85-day watermelon, and incredible. We love growing it. This is an open pollinated type variety, which means you can save the seed every year and replant the seed. And so, no, this isn't a hybrid seed. This is a great seed for Kansas City. In fact, the whole Midwest. And this is seeded. And if you actually find a seeded watermelon, which is really rare nowadays to even find, but if you do find a seeded watermelon, 99% of the time it will be this type right here, Crimson Sweet. Great watermelon. Check out the video of Evan on our YouTube channel and where he went and picked his very own Crimson Sweet watermelon and bit into it, and it was just wonderful, and he loved it. And it has a pretty high sugar content, high bricks, great all-purpose watermelon. And we have some other varieties here. This is a organic petite yellow watermelon that we're going to grow. We're going to try these. We're going to do a lot of these this year. And all of these were bought from Seed Savers. High germination rate. This is a black diamond, black tail mountain organic watermelon, and this is a seed from Seed Savers. So these are people who believe in preserving the heirlooms, and so we purchased the seed from them, and then we save a lot of our seeds as well. But let me go ahead and show you what I found here in the garage now. One of these watermelon, let me get down here. One of these, see that? Uh-oh, this watermelon's not doing too well. And this is pretty much what you're gonna expect, because this watermelon has been without proper refrigeration for many months, probably 3 to 4 months, right? So I found these two watermelons side by side, and let me show you the other one. Fascinating. Nature is fascinating. We're in the Jazz District where it lives at Ophelia's today, talking watermelon. Now look at this watermelon. Look at it. Amazing. And it doesn't appear, it's not moldy, it's not soft. The rind is still hard. If I were to knock it, let's go ahead and get a knock on it, and let's listen to it. Hear that? Okay, so right there, that tells me it's a little overripe, but that's okay. So the next person who gives me a heart or a thumbs up, I'm gonna slice this open right now for you and mention your name live on the Facebook channel. So we'll go ahead and wait, and when I get the thumbs up or the heart, then I'll go ahead and slice this in, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of watermelon for you coming up next year. So you need to be checking in, making sure you reserve your watermelon, because we're growing stuff that a lot of people aren't growing. And actually, if you're interested, real quick while we wait, I want to tell you the story of a watermelon that almost became extinct. So there was a watermelon variety that was around for a very long time. Of course, watermelon originated from Africa, and this particular watermelon was very popular back in the day. However, as the new watermelons started to, as a breeding started to come, the hybrid watermelon seeds and watermelons were bred not for flavor, but for shipping and for profit. This particular watermelon, that was probably the sweetest watermelon known in existence, really long, sweet, red seeded watermelon. They thought it was almost extinct. In fact, they even wrote an obituary for it. Now, what happened was, this watermelon was, the seeds from this watermelon was grown by one family, and they saved the seeds just like seed savers, okay? So they were people who really appreciated the variety because it was named after their family line, you know. And I actually acquired some seeds of this particular watermelon that was thought to be extinct. And we'll be selling those this year at Ophelia's Bouvin Farm. Now, Farmer Mike, why did it stop getting planted? Why did it go out of favor with people? Well, because the traditional watermelons, like the one I'm showing you right here, has a very hard rind. So if you go in your store, you'll see a bins of watermelon. It'll probably have 80 watermelon or so stacked on top of each other. And this rind is hard. We like a hard rind, which means the raccoons can't get in, which means it could take a little bit, it could move better without splitting and breaking open, and the product going bad. And so the particular watermelon that I'm talking about that was sugar sweet, you couldn't do that because the rind was paper thin. And so these watermelon could not be stacked on top of each other. And so people stopped growing them, and the seed almost became extinct. So if you would like to try one of those watermelons next year, we'll have some of those on a limited basis. And I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna be expensive. They'll probably be maybe at least $100. You know, you say, wow, Farmer Mike, that's a lot of money. Well, no, not really, because to some people, if the dream is big enough, the price doesn't matter. And I know for a fact, hey, Basmani, I know for a fact, Luffy from Luffy's Fried Fish is going to come down here, and he's going to buy those watermelon for him and his whole family because they're just going to be that good. And no one's growing these heirloom watermelon except Ophelia's. And so now Bonnie's here. So Bonnie, let's quick recap. Today, I found some watermelon that have been without refrigeration for at least 3 to 4 months. And as you can see right here, look at it. No signs of being rotted. And Miss Bonnie, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slice this baby open and taste it live for you. Now, I knocked it, and we know from the field spot and the raccoon scratch marks at one time, this was sweet. However, as watermelon starts to age, it becomes less sweet. It becomes rather spongy, stringy, and whatnot. And we don't know. I have absolutely no idea how this is going to look inside or how this is going to taste. But today's masterclass, we're going to slice it open and see. So now, one of my very sharp Cuisinart knives, and let's go ahead and slice this baby over. All right, here we go, Miss Bonnie. Let's see. May have to do it. It's hard doing it with one hand. Let's go ahead. People are driving by and they're amazed when they see this urban greenhouse in Kansas City and what we're doing down here. Okay. All right. Yes. So that's the look. Okay. And as we can see right here, that is overripe. Look at the juice on that. Okay. It's a little bit mushy. Okay. A little bit mushy. Should I dare taste it? Should I dare? Look at it dripping in juice. Look at it dripping with juice, buddy. The amazing thing about this was, in Africa, they say that the Africans loved watermelon because, Miss Bonnie, it was a way for them to take water and have water stored and move it. So just an amazing thing. And I'm going to go ahead, well, that's a little, let's see how this is going to taste. This is like that show. Let's see how this is going to taste. Let's see how this is going to taste, farmer. It's actually not bad. Now, no, it's not sweet. It's not sweet. But this Black Diamond watermelon has been in my garage for at least 4 months. Okay. So the texture has changed. It's not as mushy as some I've seen this summer. And it's almost, believe it or not, it's almost got a squash-like cucumber taste to it. And I'm not faking a funk. I'm telling you the real deal. Wow. Look at the color in this. I'm going to flip it over because the juice in this watermelon is just pouring out. I'm going to take another bite. Okay. So the bricks are out of it. It's actually sweeter than some watermelons if they would have been picked earlier by weeks. Fascinating. So what did we learn here? So this was an experiment, and everything here at Ophelia's Bovine Farm started with a dream, and it started with going against the grain, doing things that have never been done before. Because, Miss Bonnie, we know that failure is the process. So what did we learn today? Well, we've learned the strength of heirloom watermelon. Let me get down here one more time. Look at these seeds. Black Diamond, baby. Woo! Miss Bonnie, look at it! Look at it! Look at that. Look at how it held the water. Look at that. It's been months without refrigeration. These are immature seeds, but this watermelon was picked at the right time. So we did it right, and this is a great genetic line. But what does this mean? This means that we're going to save this seed to this Black Diamond right here, and it's already acclimated to our region, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, this is the thickness of the rind, hard rind. We can save the seed. Okay, and then maybe we'll even give back and share it and make it available to buy on Seed Savers. But that's about giving more than you take and giving back to the world, and increasing the diversity of plants. And I just learned so much today. I hope you have as well. I'll go ahead and cut the other one open. We know the other one, we know the other one is bad, because it's molding on the back spot. But I'm going to cut it open just so I can show you the difference. Cut it open. Look at this. Oh, doing it with one hand. Okay. Look at that. Same deal here. A lot of water. Ah! Okay. So this one, mature seeds, a lot of water, thick rind, great color. Heirloom, baby. Heirloom, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. So, I hope you enjoyed this masterclass about watermelon at Ophelia's Bovine Farm. And these were seeded black diamond watermelons. It's probably been a very long time since you've seen a watermelon like this, because there's no money. There's no money. It's a money game, okay? And there's more money in the hybridization of watermelons. And Miss Bonnie, if you go and look in your seed catalogs, your seed magazines, you'll see very few heirloom and organic, open pollinated watermelon seeds even available. And as the years progress, you're going to see less and less of that. So hopefully we can all stay ahead of the curve and just think about what's happening. I'll leave with this. So yesterday I went to, it was Burger King. I was in a rush. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Yesterday I went to Burger King and I got a burger, and it had a tomato on it. And the tomato tasted bad. Oh my God. It was the worst tomato that I've ever tasted, ever tasted in my life, And if you watch our YouTube videos, you see Baby Noelle will go over here and she'll pick a tomato and she'll eat it, right? But I realize there's a whole generation of people that think that what Burger King is putting on those burgers are tomatoes, and they're not, okay? And so it takes people like me, people like you, to really inform people, educate people, and let them know, don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled on the watermelon that you buy in the grocery stores or the tomatoes that you buy in the grocery stores, okay? You want the good stuff, the heirloom stuff, the open pollinated stuff, and you want it from the people who love what they do and are living in their passion and are living in their gift. And that's Grandmother Ophelia. And if she wouldn't approve, then we're not going to do it, because a person has to stand for something. Mike at Ophelia's Bovine Farm. I got to go. I'll catch you on my radio show. I don't know, maybe in an hour. Love you. Live from Ophelia's Bovine Farm, 24th and Vine in the Jazz District, where it lives. See you in the next video.